What's up, boys? Welcome to the Delta Psi podcast. All right,
Woo!
first
No.
topic of the day.
Let's do it.
We're going over 6ix9ine. Comes out of jail because of the coronavirus. He
King
starts
of New York
acting
is back.
All right. So, first off, about 6ix9ine. This is a little bit away from him. Is he the king of New York?
No doubt.
Yeah,
Hell fucking
great he
no.
is. Oh, fucking
Jude, who's the king of New York? Let's hear it.
Sean Carter. Yeah.
But I will say
Brooklyn.
that I fuck with the snitching. I would do it too. Everyone in here would do it.
The thing is,
the
I
thing
mean,
that
I
I'm
If
saying-
I'm facing life, hell yeah, I'm stitching.
Bro,
Yeah.
the thing that I don't like is everyone's calling him a snitch, but like everyone knows they would do that exact same thing in that situation.
Right, like the
If you're
people-
facing
Apparently
that
one of the
much
boys
time
was
in
snitched on
prison,
fuck his baby
you are
mother.
gonna rat out on your boys.
Right.
Yeah, if I'm facing life, no doubt. No doubt.
Right.
Like
You
Vic's
boys
gone.
are in for.
If Vic and I shoot up a spot and I'm only getting one getting caught for it, I'm throwing Vic under the bus. I'm getting out.
Still going to jail.
Yeah. Like if it's getting me less jail time, like a significant amount less, and I'm facing like life. no
Alright,
doubt.
but my only thing about it is like, if it's still getting me like 5+ years, I'm probably not gonna snitch because then you're gonna just get your ass beat in prison on the daily.
Yeah.
Because if you're
I'm
a
just-
snitch
Yeah.
and still get in jail,
Kodak's getting-
you are not.
Kodak's getting raped in jail.
I'm glad that he like embraces the fact that people call him a rat. Like he doesn't like he's not like
Yeah.
arguing with it. He's like, yeah, I snitched. Like, and he put like the
And-
rat in his music video.
Yeah, that was
Another
so
thing
tough.
is
That was so tough.
today,
Like,
him and
So
Snoop
tough.
kind of went back and forth.
Yeah,
He said
Snoop
that
is
Snoop
not
started
having him.
ratting. I kind of want to hear more about that. It seems kind of interesting. But
Yeah.
The 6ix9ine will and is and always will be a king of New York. Like that's just who he is. Like he's claimed it basically. Nobody else has
Yeah.
like called themselves that.
well, people have tried to, but it was all inspired by 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Like no one really ever titled themselves that before 6ix9ine called himself that.
New York
Yeah.
is just there's too many amazing rappers that have come out of New York to one as the king.
Yeah.
The biggest city in America.
But something that got me annoyed was TJ claiming it. I was like, slow your roll, pal.
He
Been
sold
here for-
17K on his last project.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
horrible though.
yeah.
I mean, everyone's getting low streams right now, but I mean,
Except Doja Cat.
Yo, the thing that got me mad was Drake
I hate
getting
that.
beaten out for the #1 album by a country artist.
Oh yeah, who got
lots
that?
of things.
It was some dude named Kenny Chesney. He got #1 album that week over Drake, and that pained me.
Bruh, I've been hearing rumors that like Billboard on Full Send Instagram. I saw rumors that Billboard is like selling the Ariana Grande and Justin Bieber song. Like
Yeah,
like
I've
they'll give
heard
them like
about
a CD of it if people like stream like buy it, and so
Yeah,
like so
I've
that
heard that.
6ix9ine doesn't get the #1 spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad for him at times because like he's out of jail, but he's not free.
That's a lot of people that go to jail though.
He already
Like,
changed where he's located.
Any
like,
regular
twice,
people.
right?
Yeah, he's had to change it like once or twice now.
Yeah, because
The
two
first
people
time-
he's gotten leaked twice. He's just
The
lucky.
first
he
time
got
it was some girl across the street. She was like, "Oh, 6ix9ine is on his porch right now," and she just reported him. And I was like, "You don't understand what you're doing by
He
doing."
was getting roasted.
All right.
like at least nobody's done anything about it yet.
Yeah,
The thing that makes me the most annoyed about the situation is like it's like whatever, you know. A lot of it's just to gain publicity. Like Future started commenting on it just to gain publicity for his album, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But things that makes me the most mad is like kids that know they would snitch or whatever. They like go into the comment sections of these pages
yes, bro.
and they're just like, nah, he's a snitch, not a snitch. And I see it all the time. It makes me
fuck
not
Tone. 6ix9ine's a snitch.
Right. It's like Howard 22 saying, slow your roll.
Connor.
Right. I mean, yeah, I mean,
It's all those types of kids.
Yeah.
I mean, we are those types of kids, but I would never comment.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, but I've never like
Right.
I'm not in the comment section calling him a
Exactly,
snitch
exactly,
every day though, because
exactly.
that's just pointless.
No, you really told him, didn't you?
Yeah.
Bro, and then this is kind of off the topic of 6ix9ine, but today I saw a thing. It was a debate. Which was the better album between Polo G and Uzi?
I think they just do that to.
Yeah.
You saw that on the rap page, right?
Yeah. I don't understand how you can compare those two artists, bro. That
I
doesn't.
think they just put out controversial things for people to like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stir up comment sections.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think Polo G will even sell that much off his album.
It's doing decent though. I've heard it's a pretty nice album.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to it.
I'm,
Don't plan
All I
on it.
heard was when Jimmy said it was better than Future's album.
Oh,
who do you guys think had the best? I saw this on the rap page as well. Who do you guys think had the best feature on Future's album?
um,
I haven't listened enough.
I hated the one with Young Thug. I did not like that song.
Oh, that was awful.
I hated that song.
I thought the song with Travis.
I really like the Uzi feature,
I
but
like the Uzi
yeah,
one
I'm
and then
Uzi.
Travis for me.
the Youngboy feature wasn't even that bad.
But the beginning part when he was like, I was talking to him. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
feel
I
like
I would say the Uzi one then the Travis one.
I feel like I can say this like for myself too. I feel like people just kind of hate on YoungBoy because a lot of people hate on YoungBoy.
Yeah.
Like they can honestly be fans of them, which I was at one time. I did think YoungBoy was decent at one time, and I thought about it deeply, and I was like, no, he's not talented.
I'm sure he's fine with it because he is getting so much publicity from it.
even though he's quit making music apparently.
That's
yeah.
cap.
Oh yeah, they said he's trying to
Jude
find.
did the same thing.
I don't believe that for a second.
He has one song. Have you heard the one song with him and Uzi on it though?
What's it called?
I don't know. I'll check. But it's fine. That's how I like. He's all right, but I don't like any of his.
Yeah. So, how did we feel about Drake's new tape?
I mean, those were just like snippets and throwaways.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
that. He said like the whole album was just like songs off the SoundCloud or something that he made. Or
Right.
something like that.
And he already like released. Okay, the NBA YoungBoy Uzi song is called "What You Know."
Mm.
But the Drake tape, like he already released some of those songs on YouTube. Like he didn't. I don't think he really expected it to sell that much. He was just trying to give people some music.
Yeah.
Drake, I personally liked it a lot. Just because, I mean, I'll like anything Drake puts out, but also, it featured a lot of his Canadian accent, which is
his Canadian accent is so underrated.
I feel like that's a
because
very
it
controversial.
makes him so much different than every other artist.
Some people hate it.
No, the thing that I like about it is that on the album there were so many different versions of him that you heard.
Yeah.
There was the Canadian version. There was like the slow, kind of chill version.
Drake can make
There was
any
the
kind of
fast version, and it was
Sing song one.
just. I feel like it kind of touched to a lot of different art, like a lot of different fans, a lot of different enthusiasts.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like there was no like really theme to the project. I mean, for as far as I know, I just saw it as. I mean, I'm sure he may have themes for it, but I saw it as just a group of songs he was either gonna throw away or just leak on SoundCloud. And he decided to just put it together as like a little tape. So
Yeah, the
Fuck it.
song.
I mean, if you're gonna be able to make money off it, you might as well.
exactly.
because
Yeah.
everybody's just gonna listen to it. But something that I was disappointed by with that album was the features. I feel like the features were pretty weak with the people
Terrible.
that were actually on it. Like
Yeah,
everyone,
I feel like
everyone
they were
roasted
fine.
Playboy Cardi about his verse because that verse was
I
hot
like.
ass. But
The Future song though, Desires, I like that song a lot.
yeah,
But he had a short little thing though. I thought
Yeah.
it was-
I was like kind of iffy about the song with Future and Thug on it. That was like it
grew on me. It grew on me. If it's playing loud, it sounds good. I would never just listen to it with headphones though.
yeah.
There are a lot of songs like that.
I feel like Uzi had. I know this is like kind of off topic, but I feel like Uzi had a lot of songs like that on Eternal Take.
Yeah.
Like, you would really listen to with headphones, but ones you would blast into a crowd of people.
Yeah.
100%.
I think he called it a performance album.
Yeah.
Now with COVID,
It for sure was.
What are you guys' favorite songs off Uzi?
Uzi's-
Well, you want
Uzi's
the
new thing, the whole thing.
Both?
Well,
both?
I really liked all the songs on the deluxe that he dropped like a little bit after. All those features on that album were very good in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah.
I just thought all of them were just really good, and we've been talking about how like Strawberry Peels is like a really underrated song that should have blown up by now.
I love that song.
That song,
Yeah.
it's a goodie.
They're just all slaps. Like there's not like a song on there that like I would like dislike listening to.
On the regular like Eternal Take, I didn't like the song Urgency. I was not.
Oh
a big,
yeah, no.
Completely disagree.
That's one of personal.
I like that song. I feel like that was I want what I want Uzi to do is I want him to release a whole album where it's just him, like kind of making like putting the kind of time and like thought into like Kanye would do into an album where it's like a bunch of samples, a bunch of singing, and I feel like he would do really well at that.
Mm-hmm.
I see why people don't like it because it's not his kind of usual song, but I personally love it.
I feel like also a lot of people hate on Uzi just because they don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they don't really understand where he's coming from, I guess. Yeah. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. But
most people like they like don't like him. They're like, oh, like one of their main things is like, oh, he's gay.
Yeah, like people just don't respect him for how like feminine he is. But I feel like also nowadays people just try to prove their masculinity way too much by like being anti-gay.
Yeah.
Like they're just trying to prove that they're more of a man than everyone else. It's like I feel like Uzi's kind of cooler and stronger for not having to do that.
Yeah, Uzi. It's not like Uzi doesn't talk about women on his songs like he does.
And Uzi, I mean, like especially now, I can see he's kind of changed, and I think that has a lot to do with like isn't he like he's like changed labels with the Rock Nation now. I feel like a lot of his like the demonic goth, whatever the hell you got going on. I feel like that was a lot with what the record label was telling him to do because he like
they were trying to feed into his image.
Right. He had a personnel. People fucked with it, and then they just rolled with that, and then.
I think Rock Nation was a good move for him because like Jay-Z is he's the big dog of it, and he understands what it's like to be in Uzi's position, where he's like really famous, a really good rapper,
and he's supposed to keep going.
He just kind of understands.
Yeah.
I think now he can definitely make music for like a lot more. Like he's just kind of having fun with it now. I feel like he's making songs
by this label anymore. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Like that's the same thing with like Young Thug. That's why I feel like they're like very good friends because neither of them care. They don't care at all about what like people think about them because
you see what Young Thug wears.
Right. Like, Young Thug wears a dress and people still listen to his music.
And he has a handshake with all the like slime guys like Gunna and Lil Keed and all them. It's called the Gangsta Smooch. I saw it in the video. They do like a handshake and then at the end bring it in and kiss each other on the cheek. And I was like, he's pushing.
You trying to learn it, Pete?
We can practice.
He's pushing the barrier a little bit, but I kind of like it because like he's
cool
being himself.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of rappers today don't do. They want to. Everyone's just trying to put on a mask or like a costume to be someone that they're not.
All right, I love to see just like the artists kind of just having fun, like just they're having fun. Like I watched a Young Thug music video like last night. It was Relationships with Future. And they were just recording themselves just with a bunch of girls on a yacht, and they were just like looked like they were just having the time of their life. And then like Future's having a good time, Thug, and and that's the best part is when they can have fun making the music.
Yeah, man. Something that's kind of rare today now. Seems like people aren't having as much fun. They're being more forced and just doing it for money and stuff.
Sorry.
Well, obviously, money is like a factor in it. Like you want to make money.
Yeah.
Also having fun.
A lot of people are mad at their labels.
Yeah.
Saw the announcement of the name of Gunna's album and like when it's dropping and all that.
Bro, that album is gonna be good. I'm telling you.
What's it gonna be called?
It's called Wanna. That's his name.
I did see that.
It's coming out on the 22nd. Oh, right.
They're chasing her dog.
So next we have The Last Dance. The Last Dance, I feel like it's given me a lot more respect for Jordan as a person and as a player because I was never alive while he was in the league, so I never got to experience who he was and what type of player he was. I always just assumed that LeBron was better than him because I was alive while LeBron was in the league, and I just like saw him growing up and stuff. So The Last Dance has given me like way more respect because I saw the grind and the mindset that he always had. And honestly, it's making me question if LeBron is better than him because him and LeBron's mindsets are way different.
I mean, if Jordan's better than LeBron.
Yeah, I think he could be. But
Alright.
also, it's just a matter of, like, if they played in the same era, how would it be?
Yeah, there's just no way to know about
There's
the
no way
era. Like,
you can't.
I've definitely thought about that. Oh, and Gabe, go.
I mean, it's impossible because if you take LeBron and put him in Jordan's era, like he doesn't fit. And if you put Jordan in LeBron's era, like there's no like both
yeah,
of them adapted to their era and came out as the best of their time.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like if you look at like most people things about Jordan, like how he wouldn't fit today is like how he couldn't shoot threes. It wasn't he couldn't. He just chose not to.
Or he didn't. He never needed to. The man, he would
Went
drop
6 for 6
45 without shooting that many threes.
He went
Yeah,
6 in the finals. He didn't need to. If he wins his first three-peat without needing to shoot threes, he's not gonna
Yeah.
change it.
I was watching a video and it was like some like he he was like efficient shooter. He just didn't shoot at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, and I think also it gives fans who are younger, like closer to our age, we've all like in our heads had the question like who's better, but I think it gives us a little less bias, just giving us that extra insight on his life and what it was actually like back then.
The thing that I really dislike about the whole argument of the GOAT between Jordan and LeBron is that when people are talking about it, they're like, "Oh, this person like." It's not like they're trying to say which one is better. They're trying to put the other one down, which like
Yeah,
you need to realize these are the two greatest players of all time. Like they're both amazing players. Like
and
they were
like
amazing at what they did. Like
I don't know why two can't coexist. That's why I just
Yeah.
that's why I don't like. I mean, I don't know.
Because everyone seeks to find one best of all time because it's more like satisfying to fans to have one player.
they're both
happen.
better in their own.
It's not
Like
gonna
and to debate.
LeBron's the better just like physical player, but Jordan is the best like one of the best physical players, and he had that mindset that he just didn't lose.
and he was a winner. Like he was
Yeah.
like
Yeah, his team. Well, also something that
that-
people bring up is his championships a lot, but they don't talk about how long it took him to actually get those championships.
he definitely had a
took him-
better supporting cast than LeBron. Like LeBron in his second run with the Cavs, like he had a good supporting cast, but also he was going against the 70 win team, and then on the or 73, and then
Yeah, that LeBron against the Warriors, that championship was that was greater than any of Jordan's, I would say.
All right. Well, I have a question.
Mhm.
Who do you think when it gets better players, especially in the finals? Who do
in
you
the
think?
I mean
In the-
LeBron went against the better team just because
Right.
like Jordan was on probably the best team ever just because the Warriors they had the better record by a game, but they didn't win
A game, but they didn't win the championship, and
don't mean a thing if you don't get the ring. That's what they
yeah,
say. But
Yeah. Feel that.
like I mean LeBron went I don't even think that the league should have like let KD go to the Warriors.
Yeah, if they vetoed the Chris Paul thing back in the day,
That's
why did
also-
they not veto Kevin Durant going to a team that just won 73 games this season?
Right. Because
well, that was like a signing, and well, the thing with the thing what that let the NBA like veto that trade partly was because I'm pretty sure the Hornets at the time weren't owned by anybody, so they were owned by the NBA, so the NBA had control over it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
But
so
they
like
did publicly go out and say like players on the Warriors were taking pay cuts so they could get KD.
yeah,
Well, that's
I-
kind
I
of just
thought-
strategic, though.
I read a thing this morning. The game, so the day that they lost, that they blew the 3-1 lead, Game 7, Draymond's sitting in his car,
oh yeah,
and he calls KD, and he's like, he reaches out to KD and he says, "We need you to come."
yeah.
He's like, "You need."
And
to
then they ended up hating each other during their time together.
Yeah.
But what I think what would have made LeBron like kind of solidified as the GOAT was if he had beat that Kevin Durant, Steph Curry Warriors team.
But that's just way too much to ask.
And if you look at all of those Warriors championships, like literally all three of them, like you can find like major injuries to like key players that could have swayed the way. Like 20
Kevin Love,
Kevin Love and Kyrie in the first year. And then there was I think Kawhi got injured.
Yeah,
One year.
Kawhi, like, he hurt his
They were like
he hurt his Achilles.
Spurs were up 20 game 1. Kawhi gets injured and they end up getting swept.
And
And then
Chris
also
Paul got injured.
Chris Paul got injured in game before game 7.
Yeah, he got injured like late game 6, I think, and then
Yeah.
they lost that.
Yeah.
I want to see like what could have happened with that Rockets team though. What if they had beat like the Warriors and then played the Cavs in the chip? I feel like that.
I don't see a way the Rockets beat the Cavs. Like they just have no defender really for LeBron. Like PJ Tucker, I guess, but PJ Tucker's just too small.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just wouldn't be able to hold LeBron.
Yeah.
What are your guys' opinions on the league resuming?
I feel like they should just let it go for now. There's no point in rushing back because it's just gonna make things worse right now.
Well, I'm pretty sure I think like June something they're reopening facilities, which I get that. That's gonna let NBA like before they open the league back up, they're gonna have to give players a time to get back into shape.
For people who work in the facilities, if they open it back up, will that require some workers to come back? That'd be good too then.
But also, I heard if they don't have the playoffs, the NBA is gonna lose $900 million.
Yeah,
they've also already. They have a whole thing about like contracts and stuff, how they're gonna do that, because like you look at the Lakers, like Anthony Davis, like a bunch of the good Lakers players are on like 1 year. So
I've heard Spencer Dinwiddie, he's letting fans choose the team with the fans that raise $24 million in Bitcoin for him. He's gonna sign with that team.
I find that so dumb. That is so
stupid.
That's so selfish too, and just why? It's annoying.
Where's that money going to?
Him.
Yeah.
They should like send them up to Canada or something.
I don't know why that's just a terrible way to think. You have the privilege to play in the NBA.
How can that be legal? Like that just seems like it shouldn't even be legal.
Well, I mean, it's his choice who he signs with. If like a team like wants to sign him, it's
team be like.
Plus, who's gonna pay Spencer Dinwiddie $24 million? Who in the right mind would do that? He's a backup point guard.
He's good.
He was averaging like 20 points a game this season.
Yeah, don't sleep on Spencer. He's like.
I mean, but still,
Spence.
Sleep on Spence.
I say at most he could get like maybe 20 million, but 24, 25. That's just getting a little.
He'll get between like 15 and 20 million a year with the team he signs with, most likely.
Yeah.
Maybe like a 3-year deal or something.
Also, what are they gonna do with the draft? Like, are they just gonna have a virtual one like the NFL?
Yeah, probably.
Also, this draft this year is so weak.
Yeah.
I was talking about it. There's like the top 10 picks are really good, and then after that, there's not much.
And there's so many players who are in the lottery who haven't even played college.
Everybody's saying like that the Warriors are gonna get like Anthony Edwards or LaMelo or something, but like
that wouldn't make sense.
Why would they get like
they should pick James Wiseman.
Yeah, they should get James Wiseman if they had.
Do you think they had any part like on tanking this season? Do you think they purposely?
Well, no, it's only because Steph broke his hand.
Once Steph got injured, it was they didn't force him to come back as fast as he could.
Yeah.
Because also, I feel like they were gonna try because they still had Steph this season, but Clay was hurt. But then as soon as Steph got hurt, they were like, there's no point.
Yeah.
Well, next season they're gonna have Steph and Clay back, right?
And Steph Clay back,
and a good pick. So that's gonna be crazy.
And they're gonna have developing young players like Pascal.
He's so good.
Yeah.
They have Willie Cauley-Stein, who's like a solid starting center.
They've had a lot. There was
the thing with the Warriors, like you never think of them as having a good big man, but they always get like a nice role-playing big guy.
Yeah.
Last year, the fact that they had like a lineup of Steph, Clay, KD, Draymond, and then Boogie in the playoffs at one point.
If Boogie had never gotten hurt and he was in good condition on that team would have been lethal.
Yeah. Boogie's gotten so unfortunate.
Yeah, man. I feel so bad for him.
And he took that huge pay cut the 1 year, and then he just got
2 years.
He's on the
now. He's on the Lakers now.
He needed
he's not even on the Lakers anymore.
Oh, yeah, he got released. That is.
He
So
got released to make room for Marcus Morris or
That was like
Markieff
the
or whatever.
ultimate
Markieff, yeah.
investment.
Markieff is on the Clippers, I think.
Failed.
That is so.
That's kind of cool how both the brothers are in LA.
Do you guys think LaMelo's going number one?
No.
Nah,
He's probably gonna go top 5 easily though.
top 5.
If he
definitely.
goes top 3, him and Lonzo are going to be the first 2 brothers to ever both go top 3 in the draft.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
Well,
crazy to think that
Lonzo
we've
went
watched
2,
him
right?
so long.
Yeah, Lonzo went 2. LaMelo, it really depends on who has the number 1 pick though.
Have 2 brothers
Yeah.
going top 5?
If the Warriors
I
have the
don't
number 1
know.
pick, I think they're going Wiseman. Or what if they went Edwards and just made him a small forward, or made Clay a small forward and made?
They can make Clay a small forward.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they went Edwards just because of how much, like how good he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
like,
probably gonna go Edwards or
they-
Wiseman.
They definitely. I see them. They have no problem with picking this, like putting somebody small at small forward. They
Yeah,
run
but-
Draymond at center before.
They also have Wiggins though now, so
Yeah,
Oh, I forgot about Wiggins.
they should trade Wiggins. They should get rid of him.
I don't know why.
I feel like Wiggins is kind of nice though. He's
I feel like
decent.
they could have done better with like a D'Lo trade.
If they do pick up Edwards, they should trade Wiggins right away.
Oh yeah.
That'd probably be smart. Throw
And
Wiggins and like
doesn't
a
he have a
couple
large
picks or something, you
contract?
could get a nice big man on that team.
Is he still on
Yeah.
his rookie contract or no?
Wiggins, Mate's
he
making
has-
27 mil.
Yeah, he's on
Yeah.
a big contract.
Yeah, he
I
got
saw
an
this thing,
extension.
there was one game where he only recorded one stat, and I think it was a turnover, and yet his game check was almost $1 million.
You got that Ben Simmons paper.
Yeah.
Buy a few groceries with that money.
Said Ben Simmons has actually proved that he's
No, I probably bought like some junk food because he
Yo,
doesn't care about himself at all.
Ben Simmons, I don't know, bro. I don't know if he can fit on the Sixers team.
well, I'm telling you, the Sixers are not winning a championship with Embiid and Simmons. One of them,
There were rumors about Simmons getting traded for D'Lo, but that's
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
That's out of the door now that he's
No,
on the
I think what they should do.
T-Wolves.
No,
If the
they
Warriors
can
had,
they
like-
can win with Simmons and Embiid if they just get a pure shooter on that team.
Yeah.
Get a pure shooter and another good defender.
Didn't they have Reddick or whatever?
Yeah, we had a good system going last year, and we just gave away Redick and
Because
Butler.
Redick wanted way too much money for how old.
Yeah, I know.
He wanted
Yeah.
10 mil
But-
plus when he's 35 or 30.
But like that was what we needed. We just need to have them another season. Like we literally,
Jimmy Butler didn't fit.
Jimmy.
he-
I like Jimmy because he was like,
he was that person that could take that last shot. That's
Yes,
somebody we don't have.
yes,
Right
had the clutch
He
gene.
didn't put up
I
crazy
see.
numbers because of the fit of it, like his fit.
I mean,
no,
but
he didn't
now,
put up crazy numbers because he wasn't a star on the team, and like he was just one of the stars on the team. He's not.
but we're
the
also
star.
seeing how
Like we
how
lost by
valuable he
2
is
points.
here.
We lost by 2 points to the eventual champions in 7 games.
Yeah.
But would we have beat the Bucks in that next series though?
We don't know. Like we might have, we might not have, but like we were very close to beating the eventual champions.
Yeah. Something
So,
that
like-
surprises me is like how good the Bucks are now though, because they don't have all they have is Giannis and Middleton, and they don't have much else, and yet they still win so many games.
Yeah, I mean, they do have first off,
They have a great coach. They have, and just like everybody around them is like a good player, like
Yeah.
Bledsoe,
yeah, Bledsoe's a
Brooke
good
Lopez.
They have to
It's
make
like-
some type of change soon because all their players are just gonna start getting really, really old.
Yeah,
Like Robin and Brooke are already pretty old. Bledsoe's starting to age, and Middleton is not that young. I'm gonna say it, but they got to do something.
yeah.
But also, Giannis could leave. There's so many rumors about him going to
I'm not saying
Miami.
Giannis is gonna go to the Warriors.
That'd be
I
so
feel, bro, if they
stupid.
let that happen,
I would lose all respect for him if he did that.
Yeah,
it would kind of be like a Kevin Durant type of thing, though. But I feel like it's too early for him to do something like that.
I mean, Kevin Durant was no. It's not like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant was so much worse because he had just gotten beat by them
Yeah.
in the same
True,
series.
true.
to a 3-1 lead to them, and then joined them. Like that's just such like a coward move.
Yeah.
Bro.
Who do you think? All right, so KD joined the Warriors, but I feel like if Giannis joined, I don't know much, but I feel like if Giannis joined the Warriors, I think that would be more dominant than KD joining.
But yeah,
Way
Giannis-
more-
Yeah,
I
because
think it'd
Giannis-
be way more dominant. because they already
Giannis.
That would be such a weird team with
well, yeah,
I mean, they'd
Watch-
have the spacing. They have the shooters.
That's true.
right. I think that'd be
Yeah, the Warriors had ultimate spacing that year with KD. That's so many shooters on that team.
I just
Yeah.
hate
Yeah.
two MVPs on a team. It's just like,
Yeah, that's unfair.
and it's also
Yeah.
like it's like from a fan's perspective, it's not the most fun thing to watch. Watching
I
like
don't know, it's pretty fun to watch.
to an extent. Like a few
Because
games,
also that's when the Sixers like they were good, but they weren't that good. So I didn't really care much for basketball that season because everyone knew who was winning the chip.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but as soon as the Sixers got good, even if there is a team like the Warriors, I'm still watching.
I remember all the rumors about LeBron maybe going to the Sixers.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh, I believe that
He
too.
was looking at schools there, right, in Philly.
Yeah.
He was looking
Because
at
he just had to test all options.
Yeah, that's right.
But realistically,
that.
there's not that many good basketball schools in Philly besides Roman.
like it's best for him, his family.
And Roman isn't even that great.
And it's better for Bronny too, because now Bronny's on like the high school super team.
Right.
Yeah.
That was probably like a big reason for choosing LA.
Well, I mean, also LA's LA.
Sierra
Yeah.
Kane's not even gonna be that good next year though. They're losing so many people.
It was in
They're losing
Boston.
Boston, Taryn Frank, Zaire Wade,
But
Zaire Williams, right?
Zaire Williams.
Are they losing Harold?
They'll still have Bronny, and they'll have Amari Bailey.
When does Bryce become? When's he a high schooler?
He's in like
I think he's in 7th grade,
yeah,
going into
So
8th.
he'll play on the he'll be playing with
Bronny.
Bronny.
Bryce isn't as good as Bronny was though.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bryce just hasn't grown yet. I wanna see
Yeah,
how-
really say that.
there's no way he's gonna be short. It's the son of LeBron.
He's just a late bloomer.
I don't know.
I mean, Bronny didn't even shoot up until like last year.
Until like 8th grade, he was like 5'8", 5'9", and now
Yeah,
he's
he was-
6'3".
Yeah.
And he's definitely still growing.
Somebody that's really disappointing is Zaire Wade, man. He is not that good.
I mean,
Like,
he's still
yeah.
like an
He's still a
amazing
very good
player,
basketball
but
player, but
Yeah,
for being Dwayne Wade's son,
that's still a lot to ask though. Like,
Yeah.
like I feel like he definitely.
There's just so much pressure on sons of NBA stars to be
Think
great.
about Michael Jordan's kids. Like they
oh yeah,
They went to UCF and didn't do anything.
yeah.
They didn't have to
imagine
do
how
anything.
like. Do you think Jordan was like really disappointed in them for that?
No.
I feel like he would be the parent to be disappointed in his kids not being good at what he did.
I mean, I'm sure he was disappointed, but I don't think it changed anything. Like obviously you're gonna be disappointed.
I hope it didn't.
Yeah, that your
that'd be bad.
parents.
Honestly, I bet it's like a joke in the family. Like he kind of like fucks around with them and be like,
Oh, that's
"What happened to you?" So I was, I don't think it's taken that seriously.
Jordan walks around the house calling his kids disappointments.
All right, like I bet it's just like a joke.
Failure number 1. Failure number 2.
I wonder how much they talk to each other. Like Jordan just doesn't seem like the type of person to be like a great dad.
In the Last Dance, he looked like a good dad, but I don't
Yeah.
know.
Also, he chooses what goes
Right.
goes in Last Dance and what doesn't go into Last Dance.
Same
so-
thing of
Yeah.
making a documentary on North Korea. Like they're not gonna let you fucking put them down. You know.
Okay.
I've watched in social studies class. Isn't that?
yeah.
Don't they? Yeah, that was the one.
They have control over everything in North Korea.
Exactly.
Citizens
But
don't know
Dennis
anything
Rodman's
they
cool
don't
with
need to know.
Dennis Rodman and Kim Jong Un are boys.
Oh yeah, Dennis
Speaking
Rodman
of
also
LeBron-
DMs everybody back on Instagram.
Speaking of LeBron, tonight is Obama's speech and LeBron is there.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
For the high school, for the seniors.
I
Yeah,
thought.
as we speak, LeBron is speaking right now.
Oh shoot. I feel like LeBron and Jordan is like LeBron is just such a better public figure than Jordan
Oh,
ever. was.
LeBron
Oh
is.
yeah, no doubt.
He's done so
You
much
can't-
more
you
for
can't
the
hold that
world.
to who's the goat. Though.
LeBron is just so
Yeah,
much.
no,
more
I'm not
likable.
saying that's like an argument for the GOAT thing, but I'm just saying like
LeBron's just such more of a likable person.
Yeah.
yeah.
He puts himself
I
out
feel
there.
like Jordan and LeBron, they're both really respectable. Like you have to respect Jordan's game and his mentality and stuff, but LeBron's more respectable as a human overall.
But
Like
I have
for
to
what
say
he
this
does.
though. I think if Jordan had the same access to the internet as LeBron has now, I think it would be
Yeah,
way more like apparent to who he like knowing better, you know?
that makes a lot of sense.
I don't think so.
I
I feel like
don't
he knows what he can say and what he shouldn't say, Jordan.
And I don't think he would have been any more LeBron more like nice to the public and stuff because he was.
I'm not saying he would be LeBron, but I think he would at least like us as like we just know him better. I don't know.
Jordan, all Jordan needs the world to think about him is that he doesn't lose, and that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like he was really satisfied with that.
Like if you hear some of the stories about Jordan, like what he's like, the trash talk he says, like there's been rumors that like he basically because of trash talk he ruined Muggsy Bogues' career.
Yeah,
Like he said,
him,
Larry Bird, Reggie Miller,
Kevin Garnett. Oh my God, have you
Yeah.
seen the shit that Kevin Garnett is saying?
Gary
Kevin Garnett
Payton
is
also.
he's a toxic human
Kevin
being.
Garnett went way too far so many times. Like, have you seen what he said to Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan's mom died 10 years before, and he said, "Happy Mother's Day, motherfucker."
Oh,
Terrible thing to say.
I'll tell you.
That's just who Kevin. That's just who he is.
So.
All right, boys. Thanks for checking in. Delta Psi Podcast numero uno.
If you have any
There's
ideas,
another one.
if you have any ideas for what we should
Also, if you want to be a
discuss next
guest on the podcast,
Yeah.
No.
Any guests? Any topics for next time? Let us know down below. All right. Thank you guys for watching.